Billy Beige here, and before I got too far into this package here, I was like, oh, I should probably just record the unboxing a little bit on this one because I had ordered the bootleg Showa Ghidorah when I guested on Figure Mania show earlier in the month. Is it the same month? No, it was last month. That was last month. Wow, summer's going by fast. But I had ordered it on their show because after seeing Articulation series go over like some of the pictures with the new Ghidorah and like his bootleg Ghidorah, I decided, hey, I don't want to spend $300 because like this one has where it's Showa enough for me for 88 plus shipping and stuff like that. So I think this ended up being like 90 something bucks. And like, I don't think there's any improvements to this from the last time someone's reviewed this or got this thing. But I ordered it without the package and it came in basically. This reminds me of like a medical shipping thing where you put like an ice pack in there and whatever meds and stuff go in there. But yeah, it still has like, the wrong kind of support flight stand. It's got the base. It's got some tails. Ooh, tails. Ooh. I'm sad to mess with those. I already feel a little flopping on this one. The whatever stand. It does sound good though. Got the wings in here. Let's take a look at those wings real quick. Yeah, they're very hard plastic and they're very hooky. Might need a little heat right there, but yeah, it's got like a little bit of gloss to it. They might need a little love. And I think also what Articulation series pointed out was it's got like a backwards, or it's got like a double of one of the joints on the back of it for the wings. Like it has two left wing things. Goodbye. So yeah, I mean, like, I have grown to like S.H. MonsterArts. I don't like the price tag though, and I'm cheap, so I mean, like, come on, like I wasn't going to buy the cheapest option, but let's see here, I think, yeah, it's just the same one over here. I see what he meant. Yeah, that's fun. That's fun, but yeah, it looks like Ghidorah. So, if anything, this will turn into a paint project. I finally got my stuff together to paint my printer head for my Bamboo Lab. So now it'll have where it's got a servo skull on there. So that'll be fun. Oh god, I hope it has all the pieces. I think that's a piece there. I think they popped it off. We'll figure that out. But yeah, this'll end up being a project, more than likely, something to mess around with, because like it is like a very dull some color. I can't even tell right now. It's just so, what is this? It's like a beige. Oh, it's a Billy Beige Ghidorah. Wonderful. Yeah, I'm going to paint this thing gold as hell. But we'll take a look at this in a second. So bootleg King Ghidorah out of the box, put together, heated up, moved around, freed up, still a little wet from being dunked in hot water, and getting his wings on. I gotta say, I really like him. I part of it is like, hey, it's Showa King Ghidorah. Part of it is I only paid, I think, in total for like the entire thing shipped was 107, so we're still at like a third of what the official S.H. MonsterArts going to be, and I'm just pleasantly surprised with like how much articulation is in these necks. That's another thing, but I think so far, he's a winner. He's a winner for me. I think he was worth the price for me so far. But let's take a closer look at some of the things that were pointed out to me, or I've seen in other reviews where it's like, hey, he has two of the same hinges on the back for the wings, or like his necks only go so far, and stuff like that. We're going to take a look at the pros and cons of this fella. So articulation on King Ghidorah. Well, he's a big lad, so let's just start from the tails. Um, there's 13 joints from the tail end to where it joins together, where it starts getting together, and it does have a lot of range of motion. It will pop apart though, but both are fully articulated. Maybe some loose ball joints, but we'll go over that at a closer look. Honestly, meets at the back here. It's got some movement to it. Down you can have it for flying, up for standing, and it's gonna support him because I mean it's kind of armless suit flailing around. It's got to have some stuff going on there. He has a joint at the torso, all the way back. Hear that grinding on the ground there? All the way back. It's it's standing that way, tilted forward. I feel like this is more. yeah. Whoa, wings. They're keyed in, but like they come off real easy, so be aware of that. But I feel like this is the pose that Ghidorah should be in, like the tilted forward with that, and flying should be when he's arched back. That's it. And then he should have these heads just flailing around. But hinges at the wing, can go out pretty far. But again, just be careful because they're hard plastic and they don't feel like strong hard plastic, especially at those tips. Yeesh. But they go out. They can go in. You can hinge them up some, but then the weight of them on this hinge right here will kind of make them droop. And since it has that weird mirrored hinge, we'll go over that. It's kind of like what would stay up. He has a ball joint. He has a wing that falls off. It's great. Again, it's a bootleg, but like I still like it. Ball joint here. Ball joint at the ankle. Like a ball joint at the lower knee, upper knee, going into the thigh here. My right thigh is really tight. Like it can swivel around some. The left one is way better. This I feel like should be what it's supposed to be on this side. I may need to heat this up and just free it around and mess with it more. But like this one can get around. Same kind of movement there. And now that he has his wings off, again, like I'll put the wings on and put them on a shelf or put them in a pose, whatever. He has ball joints very similar on each one, starting at the base here and just going up. And let's see here. 1, 2. Some of these have where it's like hidden in there. We'll go over the crazy range of motion in a second. All the way up the neck. And then you get to each head. And each head does look like, I think the eyes are really good for what it is. And then like the teeth, I feel like are well done. The nostrils are kind of like, but I still like it. I don't know why I'm entranced by this goof. And then like it's a ball, so you can get them off to one side, off to the other, straight up and down, and they hold pretty well. So yeah, that's the articulation there. Let's move on to a little more detailed look. So I wanted to go over just like how much range of motion these necks have, because like, yes, they're articulated, went over they're articulated, but how far they can go here. So obviously the side ones can go out about this far back into themselves. It can go really far back into the front of itself, and it can curl. Oh, popped it off there. Of course it did. But it can curl all the way back and like touch. You just have to like adjust the overlays and just kind of mess with them as you pose it, because it has where they catch on each other, because like it's a really good sculpt job on these scales. You just gotta wiggle them around a little bit, and then they just go, because it has so many spots for articulation in this neck. I think because this has this much range of motion, it's worth it for the price on here. I mean, like the $300 one can do this, but like this is $100. This is $100. If you have where you want a project, you can handle a project. If you want to paint this, because honestly, the color's starting to grow on me too. I'm I love this thing, but let's take him and get him in that pose where Godzilla has his heads all all cranked back and he's just holding him because it's time. It's time to wail on Ghidorah, and he earned it. Yeah, I think Godzilla looks correct on here. I got him on him, literally though, like he is on top of his tail. I don't know if the S.H. MonsterArts version has where it's flat on the ground or not. I have to take a look at the picture again, find that. But I mean, yeah, he can do it. He can hold Ghidorah's necks and just be like, kick him in the nards, kick Ghidorah in the nards. Do it, Anguirus. Kick him in the nards, kick him in the nards, Jet Jaguar. I had where I showed my coworker at work Monster Squad today, so like kick him in the nards. It's stuck in my head now, but you get the point. Like this is good neck articulation. I think this totally just is like, hey, if you wanted to buy this and this might be the reason, or this was like a thing you were thinking about, I think it's worth buying because of this. So I was warned about the wing joints here, informed about them really. If you look at them, this one does have where it's keyed one way at the top, and this one has where it's keyed the other way for the other wing. So left wing, right wing, keyed differently, so you can't really mix them up. But that's where the difference is in, because this is the same joint as here. From just the best I assume here, I think I'm going to think that this one is the correct one because I'm able to kick this up easily here. I'm able to do it back over there. I think this one is correct, even though it has this flat here. But it could be where this, because what I think is if this flat was against here, that's why it's harder to get this one up. I mean, you can, but it's just a little bit more difficult. I don't think that's the one right there. I think it's this way. But either way, it's the same joint. So maybe it was easier. Maybe someone took a nap. I don't know. But either way, it's still functional. With the wings on there, it may be a little heavy, may cause like a little bit of droopage there. It's kind of on you whether it's, you tighten it up or you loosen it up. You either put your polyurethane there or you put your shock oil in there to loosen up. It's case-by-case basis with that. I think it'll be fine on mine either way. Now with the tails, I would say in concept, it's fantastic. You got like 13 joints up to here, and like it, that's where it comes into play there. If it had where it stayed together 100% every time, I think this would be a great tail. Like right there, that's great. But it has where, and like I think this is a running thing here. It's continued to not have where it actually has like a actual hard plastic ball socket thing in there. That would have made this perfect, but it doesn't. What you could do if you really, I would find the parts that pop apart the most and then put like a little polyurethane in there, a little water-based polyurethane. There, that's what I use. I think that would definitely help out with this. But again, in theory, great tail. Great tail. Pop back in there, please. Thank you. There you go. And then it goes into it's one segment. And I mean, like, that's got a fair amount of range in there. I popped that off too. Because again, same thing. It doesn't have like that hard plastic female cup in there to kind of like pop into and hold it. And that's what's holding this back from being like a amazing bootleg. But that's the nature of a bootleg. I'm just gonna say right now, I don't even think the stand sucks. That has where it doesn't even go to this thing. I like heated up some water, stuck the kind of body shape holding part, the body cup, I don't know, and straightened it out a little bit so it went more with the angle of how his tail is, because it only goes back so far. And the ratchet in this thing does suck for his weight, but I mean, like, if you tighten up a little bit, it's you can get it to work. I wouldn't leave him on the stand, but I mean, it doesn't suck. Just saying. Here's Bootleg King Ghidorah with Super 7's Destroya, a Hiya Toys Monsterverse Godzilla, Hiya Toys Shimu, Hiya Toys Shimu standing, which is still just super weird to me. Hiya Toys 1991 King Ghidorah, and Showa S.H. MonsterArts Godzilla. I think these look good together. King Ghidorah needs like maybe just some sort of like bronze wash to him, just something just a little extra, but not much, and I think he'll be right at home with Godzilla. So, do I think you should try to get the bootleg King Ghidorah while you can before the S.H. MonsterArts King Ghidorah comes out? I know it's a different suit style, it's from a different year, but I feel like this King Ghidorah has where it checks the box for what I want in my Showa MonsterArts collection, even though it's a bootleg, I know. Altogether, I think it comes together and it has like this weird, I want to say underdog charm, because it's like all this should be a pile of crap. This should just be a pile of crap. But coming together, like somehow it hits me with the nostalgia. It hits me with like actually being like kind of good. I like projects. That's a thing I'm into. And I like not spending $300 on something that I will pose, I will review, I'll take some pictures of, and then I'm going to put on a shelf. I'm going to look at it from an arm's length away, maybe a 2 foot or so. If there's any detail that I want to add to it, I can just put a wash on it. That's really, I feel like, what it's missing. It's just a wash. Not a dark one, but just kind of like, some sort of thing going on there. I'll mess around and figure it out. Tell me what you think down in the comments below. Did this help you just see the current state of the bootleg King Ghidorah, the Showa era one? Because apparently it's changed over time. I don't think it's changed much in the past like 2 years or so. I think it's decent. I think it's a decent figure. But let me know down in the comments below what you think of it. Would you buy this? Would you wait for the S.H. Monster Art version for $300 or so? I think, I need to double check the price at this point. And go for that. And other than it being official, what are your pros on that? The paint job, the articulation, not having hard plastic crap wings like this guy. But hey, I can get over it. But tell me what you think down in the comments below. If it's your first time at the channel, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Later, guys. I can hear the beeping. I hear the... I can't even make the noise, but I'm going to dub it in here.